Going on here, we're talking about the dangerous heat and humidity combination, but we're also talking about, hey, we could have some pop-up storms that could be on the strong side later this afternoon. So we want you to stay weather aware, whether that means you staying hydrated as you're out and about throughout the early afternoon hours, or if you're downloading the Storm Alert weather app so that you can track any pop-up storms right down to your neighborhood, to your street. It's possible, and it's free. Hey, take a look at these temperatures right now. 86 degrees in Dayton, Athens, 89 in Chattanooga. It's 90 already in Dalton, and 88 degrees currently in Fort Payne. But again, that's just half the story. When you factor in that humidity, it's like just walking out there and just putting the layer of air on. It's literally the air that you can wear, and you're wearing it right now in Chattanooga, where it feels like it's 99. Same thing in Fort Payne, 97, so a little better right now in Dayton and Dalton. But again, just keep in mind, these are only going to go up as we go into the afternoon hours, as we continue to warm, and that humidity continues to build throughout the day. So a heat advisory, again, if you were under the advisory yesterday, you're likely under the advisory again today. And this is basically for areas outside of the highest elevations, where we're going to likely see those heat indices approach that 105 to 109 range. Anything above 105, that's when you start having to deal with problems like heat stroke or heat exhaustion out there, and it becomes more widespread the higher the number gets. So we want you to be aware of that. And again, this just means that you've got to take the heat and humidity serious. Of course, it's hot and humid every day during the summertime in the southeast, but on these particular days, that's when it becomes dangerous heat and humidity. Now, the big setup here does show us some improvements here. The center of the heat dome, the heat ridge here, is slowly shifting off to the west. Now, typically when you see this ridge setting up here, you get what we call the northwesterly flow. That sets up on the northern periphery of this heat ridge, and so thunderstorms will develop to the north, and typically they'll either ride down towards the southeast around this area of high pressure, or they'll fall apart, but they'll set off new outflow boundaries that we have to watch for new storm development. So you can kind of see here the storms that were left over from last night kind of sitting over the area with this batch of cloud cover. So as the daytime heating starts to really build in, we're going to likely start to see storms popping up, and that's the area that we're going to be watching, which happens to be here in the Tennessee Valley, for some of those possible strong storms to develop. So as we go in closer and take a look at the radar, you can see we've got a couple of pop-ups trying to get going here really in the past couple of minutes here, past 10-15 minutes. A pretty strong storm now firing up, pushing out of Grundy County, moving up towards the Cagle area. So Cagle Mountain seeing some thunder and lots of lightning beginning to break out there. We're seeing some activity trying to develop now just to the north of Whitwell. And then as we head into northwest Georgia, we're starting to see some of those downpours expand around the Lafayette area there in Walker County. And some of this activity may try to drift towards Whitfield and Gordon counties as we go into the next couple of hours. So keep in mind, we've got a level 2 out of 5 risk across the entire Tennessee Valley for this afternoon. That just means that we are expecting scattered storms, and any one of those storms could become severe briefly with, again, damaging winds up to 60 miles per hour, the main threat. Those storms, they build up quickly and then they collapse. They send out that big rush of wind, and that what creates the wind damage, those trees coming down, things like that. So that's what we're going to watch out for. So pop-up showers and storms for us going throughout this afternoon, maybe even into the evening. We'll have to watch for maybe some more organized activity dropping in from the north, and we'll see that starting to fade out overnight. Friday will start off quiet, but in the afternoon, we'll see more pop-up showers and storms developing. Again, any one or two of those could be on the strong to severe side. They'll fade out going into your Saturday. We've got another day with more pop-up afternoon showers and storms developing, but Saturday, a front will be oozing down from the south, so that may start to try to bring us some improving conditions by lowering the rain chances heading into the end of the weekend, but not just lowering those rain chances. Look at the temperatures going from the mid to upper 90s with heat indices right around 110 the next couple of afternoons, to heat indices only around 100 with highs only around 90 by the time we get towards Saturday. Here's your Storm Alert 7-day forecast. Hot and humid, that's the rule of the game here for the next several days, but the chance of those pop-up storms in the afternoon, watch out. Some of them could be strong with damaging winds and frequent lightning. Latrice?